तो सनातन धर्म जिसके बारे में मैंने अभी बोला था, उसको थोड़ा समझने के लिए पहले तो हमें उसके फंडामेंटल शास्त्रा में क्या क्या लिखा, फंडामेंटल मैसेजेस जो शास्त्रों में क्या लिखा है, उनको मैं इम्पोर्टेंट लेवल पर आपको मेंशन करता हूँ। एक तो पहला उसमें सनातन धर्म ने ईश्वर के या गॉड के बारे में बात की है। सनातन धर्म में ये बहुत क्लियर लिखा है कि ईश्वर या गॉड emits out cosmic energy which creates creation। एक बार वो इमिट करती है एनर्जी और उसके बाद अपने घर वापस वो चला जाता है गॉड। दैट मीन्स गॉड और जो एनर्जी एमिट आउट की है उसमें कनेक्शन नहीं रहता। अब जो एनर्जी, कॉस्मिक एनर्जी जो एमिट आउट की है, उसमें से सारी सृष्टि बनती है। अगर उसको फिजिकल लेवल पर देखा जाए तो उसमें से मिल्की वेज बनते हैं, फिर मिल्की वेज में गैलेक्सीज दिखती हैं, गैलेक्सीज में सन्स दिखते हैं, सन्स में पृथ्वी और प्लैनेट्स दिखते हैं, और फिर लाइफ आके दिखती है। लेकिन ये सारी चीजें ये कनेक्टेड नहीं है गॉड से एट ऑल, क्योंकि गॉड ने अपने को डिस्कनेक्ट कर दिया एट द लेवल वेयर दिस एनर्जी केम। ये एक बहुत बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट लेसन हमारा सनातन धर्म देता है। उसका पहला श्लोक संस्कृत में पूर्ण गॉड, कंप्लीट गॉड emits out energy and still remains पूर्ण, मतलब it still remains complete. It is not reduced in size. So let us start with this first lesson, that God is complete in himself and he emits out creation which gives as a result our life. Second very important point, this energy which creates the life on earth or to the level where we exist on the earth, it is guided by avatars. Now that work is done by God occasionally whenever it understands that it needs to guide this creation in the right direction. So it sends down cosmic energies with certain purpose, and they are called avatars. So very important point is that our creation is purposely and systematically guided by God who has got the full experience and power. The avatars that come on earth to create life are very well written in our shastras. There are 10 avatars. First avatar, the life starts in water, in the form of from bacteria to the level of fish. So first avatar that descends on this in sea or in water is fish, which creates multiplication, and ultimately first avatar becomes fish. Later on, this fish wants to advance and go to land for land also, because in water that fish can remain alive, but when it tries to come to land, it doesn't survive. So it has to change. So actually this guidance is not easy, because to learn to breathe not out of water but out of air, or to survive in water and then survive in land, fish cannot do it. So what it does is, that energy does it, that it sends a desire or form of cosmic energy in the body of one of the fish and tells it, look, you have to master the land also. See, I'm just giving an example how this process goes on so that you can understand how avatars develop and go to higher level. Now this is fish who has got desire to master the land. It jumps out of the water and tries to walk on the land. It walks for a few steps and dies. It is not afraid of death at all. It is not afraid of survival itself also. It is only being guided by God's energy that you have to evolve to walk on the earth. This process goes on, and that same fish is able to take birth again and again, and from previous experience, increases capacity to walk on the earth longer and longer. That's how fish tries to convert itself to become suitable to walk on the earth. The ultimate purpose is that next avatar, which is in the form of tortoise, who can swim in water and also can walk on the earth with the shell on top of it, because when it walks on the earth in the air at that initial stages, there are a lot of meteorites falling from the sky. It's able to protect itself. So a guided second avatar, a tortoise, tries to convert fish into tortoise, and thus evolution proceeds. This is the second level. Like that, it goes to third level, fourth level, fifth level, to 10th level. I will not describe the earlier evolutionary processes, which are mostly the form of a pig in lion, and then comes Bona. But most important is sixth avatar, which takes the form of human being, which we see nowadays within ourselves, and it's named Parshuram. Parshuram is a raw human being with emotions. Then, in order to improve the life, this Parshuram with unbridled emotions develops to Ram, which is seventh avatar, who starts valuing its invisible origin of Atma. A Atma comes into picture in the sense it is an invisible zone, wherefrom he takes birth again and again. And without knowing it, he knows the importance of this Atma, and because of that, it starts giving importance to family. That means parents, children, and unity of family, cut family. After Ram, eighth avatar comes Krishna, who gives further push to the evolution, whereby it becomes survival and creation. And then comes ninth avatar, Gautam Buddha. In fact, Gautam was a person who took the birth as a Buddha, who evolves to ninth level to further increase the wisdom which is in the seeing world. That means there is a world which we can see which we can feel with our eyes and senses, and there is also a world which we cannot see, which can only be gone through the mind. It's a world which is not easy to see with senses, hence mind, which can dream also, and also can see the connection between these journeys that the life takes through. So Gautam Buddha was the one who mastered that wisdom, and that he did through meditation. The link between Krishna and Buddha is too separate, too big. Krishna was in the visible world developing a lot of kala, which is 16 kala ka master hai wo. But Buddha was one person who meditated to study the invisible world. And ninth avatar, when he came, he developed the wisdom which was the ultimate wisdom. Ultimate wisdom of this ninth avatar is written in a book nowadays, which is written in a book. How it came about to be written in a book, I will describe later, but it is written in books which are named Lotus Sutra. In fact, when Ram came, the knowledge was written down in Ramcharitmanas. And when Krishna came, then his experiences and wisdom were written in Gita. And then when Gautam Buddha came, this invisible wisdom was written in Lotus Sutra. This invisible wisdom, which is mentioned in Lotus Sutra, is not known to anybody. And because of not knowing, because people cannot meditate easily and they could not take it, understand this invisible wisdom. This became a very, very important link, a link which people omitted. And that's why today Sanatan Dharam is not understood by normal human mind or normal intelligentsia. Unless and until they understand this importance of Lotus Sutra, the wisdom which Gautam Buddha gave, of which I will give one or two more interviews to explain, we cannot understand the Lotus Sutra, Sanathan Dharma completely. This is the very important link in between which is missing. Now, in order to understand further evolution, how it moved, 10th avatar Kalki comes. Now, this 10th avatar will not come till 9th avatar Buddha has not come. Buddha develops Lotus Sutra, and Kalki, with the help of Lotus Sutra, it sort of starts cleaning the earth or cleaning the life to purity, to the type of creation that can go further, rooting out or removing negative things and leaving behind positive, solid foundations for it to build further. This is not a simple process. I will have to go through a few lectures to explain this process, how it goes on. I'm sorry, but it's a fact that all this science is not easy. But I can claim to know this science because for last 50 years, I'm guided by that invisible energy that has come into my body and has been constantly hammering out the truth in me. Thank you.